I don't know if you made a special trip to wake up really early this morning. Many people did because of the SpaceX launch from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
I tried to look when I left the house this morning, but I didn't see anything, but I was driving, so.
Well, one of our engineers got up this morning, Trey. He's in Greer, South Carolina, and took some spectacular pictures because it went over. I mean, you could see the plume and everything, and in the night sky, in the really early morning sky. The pictures he took were just spectacular. We're going to show them on his radio TV for you.
Oh, it's super cool. I saw a friend of mine on Facebook. He took some pictures as well, but I think Trey's might be just a tick clearer.
They are so clear and crisp. They need to be in magazines. I mean, this needs to be a postcard. Some of these pictures he took of this space launch, absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if you caught it at all early this morning. And it was cold getting out the door, too, in the 30s. Hello. This is spring, I thought.
Not quite. You know how it is in the South? Today it's spring, tomorrow it's winter. You never know. So have a pair of shorts up under the jeans.
Yeah, right?
Ready to change.
His morning crew.
Friendraiser is done. It's over and complete. It was scheduled for 5 days, so actually we should have been asking you to support the radio station today. Well, you still can. Not going to turn you away from supporting the station, but it was an amazing event. The goal was met yesterday. We went 3.5 days. 3.5 days. Went into the fourth day, which was so good. And the people who gave during Friendraiser, if you did, we wanted to say thank you. Here was one gentleman who wanted to share his story on why he gave to his radio.
I wasn't really hesitant to give, but I was just waiting for the right opportunity. And I went to Lowe's yesterday to pick up some materials, and a guy had asked me if I could do a delivery for him. And out of nowhere, that was like 30 extra bucks. And then I was picking up some debris from where I had replaced a roof the other day, and I found $20 laying on the ground. And I said, "Okay, God, I got it. I need to make the call." But your station is a constant encouragement to me and my family, to me and my kids, to my wife. About this time last year, we had a house fire, and we lost everything. I just know that God was taking us through the storm. So right now, my wife is incarcerated because she has struggles of her own that she's dealing with, and she's trusting in the Lord, try to continue to have my own business, continue to try to have a successful business. And I'm a part of a recovery program where I live in Selma, North Carolina. It's called Recovery Alive. And I just want to say thank you for everything that you guys do. You are a blessing to so many. I'm so grateful. But thanks for letting me share. You guys have a great day.
I'm telling you, every gift has a story behind it to his radio. And that's just one of many. I mean, to lose your house and everything, and then because of some life situations, his wife is incarcerated, and he's going through the road to recovery, and they're trusting in Jesus, and his radio's been a part of their journey.
Now, you talk about really a heart change that obviously that family went through, and then God just getting a hold of their heart, and they're listening. They're listening when he puts things in front of them to do exactly what he's telling them to do.
So we say thank you. Thank you for giving to his radio. The goal was met yesterday, and we are so forever grateful for reaching into lives with your giving and your support.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I don't know if I'm going to watch it. Maybe you won't either if you like Christmas classic movies.
Yeah.
Home Alone's getting a whole reboot.
Is it?
I know. I thought the same thing.
Like, are they telling the same story, or is it like a continuation, or?
That part I don't know.
Okay.
But I do know that Macaulay Culkin has been replaced by a young kid named Archie Yates.
I don't know.
He's in this
kid.
movie called Jojo Rabbit, and it looks like an interesting movie. Now I want to see that movie.
I
you know
have
what
not
it's about?
seen it, but I know it was like up for a couple of Oscar awards and that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, it's about him and his mother hid a Jewish girl from Hitler's army. So it sounds like an interesting movie to me. But that's the kid in that movie, the young man in that movie, Archie Yates, is going to be Kevin in Home Alone. And then they just said that Kenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live is in it as well. So I don't know if he's one of the guys that, are the criminals
like
getting
the Joe
into the house.
Pesci guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He might be. He would be a good
I can see
one
that.
in that role.
For sure, because his comedic skills definitely come
Exactly.
into play, and he's also done some serious things. So
Yeah, but I like the classic, and I can't believe I'm saying the 90s are classic, but I guess
I know,
they are now.
They are. But I feel like if they would have done maybe Kevin's kid follows in his footstep, maybe that would have been better than trying to replace Kevin. You can't replace Kevin.
No, but they did, so we'll see how it
We'll
all
see.
goes. Yeah,
Okay,
so
I guess you can.
once it comes out, they're almost done filming, and that's what
Okay.
Kenan Thompson was saying.
Just in time for Christmas.
That's right around the corner.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Well, you've made our day amazing because
Yeah.
this is the 5th scheduled day for Friendraiser, and we don't have to do Friendraiser today.
Yay.
Why? Because it ended on day 4.
Yeah.
Actually, it was 3.5 days long.
Yeah, because it was early yesterday that we got to wrap it up with a nice big bow.
Just after lunch.
Yeah.
Just after lunch, the crew in the middle of the day wrapped this thing up with people like you. The goal was met. We're raising this week the operational budget for this listener-supported radio station. We just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. And we heard from many people who said this is why we give to his radio.
Because I am 9 months clean today. 9 months ago, I was on drugs and in a very bad relationship, an abusive relationship. And ever since I got clean, I have turned to his radio and listened to the songs they play, and it has just really given me an upbeat outlook on life. And I love listening to his radio. And when I exercise, I listen to his radio when I work out. And it just makes my day so much more peaceful and relaxing. So I wanted to get back to his radio because they have really been a big part of me being clean and having a wonderful life every day, just listening. So I'm just hoping that my $180 may not mean a whole lot, but I hope that it keeps them on the air to give this opportunity to someone else. Thank you so much to his radio.
Well, no, we thank you. And believe me, $180 is going to reach a life. Thousands of lives. And we're so grateful for your gift. And congratulations, by the way, for being clean
Right.
for so long. I mean, wow, that is amazing. What a God story that you have.
Yeah, and she's taking care of mind, body, and spirit. Says she works out. She's got his radio on. She's in the Word. She's praying. I mean, she's just taking care of everything. And I love her story and how her $180 is reaching other people in that same exact place, and they can see how God can change a life.
Made the goal 102%, as a matter of fact. So we just wanted to say a big thank you for your love, your generosity. If you missed out on giving yesterday, you can always do that at hisradio.com.
His Morning Crew.
Yesterday, let me tell you, this is amazing. Literally, history was made at his radio. This is record-breaking stuff that's happened this week. We do 2 fun drives every year, one in the spring, one in the fall. And it's usually 5 days that's
Right.
scheduled to do a fun drive. On Tuesday, people started to say, we believe it's going to be done in 4. And then people started putting 4 in their giving, which was amazing. Well, by golly, it was 3.5 days. Wow. 3.5 days. It all wrapped up yesterday. And we've been hearing from people who gave their gifts during Friendraiser, which is the fun drive. This is one of the young ladies who gave a gift, and this is why she gave to his radio.
I'm a first-time giver, and I just wanted to share why I'm giving. We have been foster parents for the first time for 10 months now, and the ages of my girls are 10 and 12. And we are just introducing them to God, and his radio has been instrumental in that. Instead of me just always preaching or telling a story, I can simply turn on the radio, and they're hearing songs that tell them that God loves them, that Jesus will never leave them, that he has a purpose and a plan. One of my girls' favorite songs is Waymaker. Another favorite song is God Only Knows. I just want to say thank you because it's been huge. Now they'll tell Alexa to play his radio, or they'll turn up the radio in the car when a song comes on. And they're choosing to listen to My God music is what they called it at first. And I just want to say thank you.
My God music. Isn't
Wow.
that great? I love a couple of things about that young lady who was just telling you why she gives to his radio. Number one, she's a foster parent.
Yeah.
We've been that in our family. We've fostered a lot of kids throughout the years and adopted out of foster care. And she is making sure that Jesus is a part of their life. And she turns on his radio to help in that. What an amazing thing. And now those foster daughters of hers are now singing along to the music on his radio, God Only Knows, and Waymaker, and singing about Christ. You're a good mom. You are an amazing foster mom. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for choosing to give a gift to his radio.
Yeah, and I love the fact that these girls really, from that story, sounds like they've never been around this kind of music or never heard that good news, and they're being introduced to it. So she's taking care of so many needs, and they're falling in love with it. That is what your gift has done.
We wrapped it up yesterday. The goal was met at 102%. Thank you so much for your love and your dedication. By the way, if you'd like to give, you missed out and want to be a part of the giving family, you can always do that online at hisradio.com, and you can tap the app to give.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
We are tired of being inside, and I know that in some states, some things are starting to open up. But there's a company that really wants to kind of maybe give us a little nudge to get us outside. The company is called Evolve, and they make some plant-based protein shakes or whatever. But they are giving 50 different people like $10,000 national park adventures.
For real?
Yeah. You're going to be able to go into these national parks, wildlife refuge, all across the country. So you have until May 31st to enter. You got to be 18 years old or older to get in on this.
I qualify.
I was like, what? I am on this. Like, I mean, see things that you've never, see parks in parts of the country you've never thought that you would get
Okay,
to.
but I mean, how much time commitment is there? Do you have to take your whole summer away? Is it a weekend thing?
No, I mean, I think this is you kind of choose when you get to go is the way I understand
get out.
it.
And they give it to you.
Yeah, and they give it to you.
Nice.
50 people are going to win this thing. 50.
I like
Usually
that.
it's one. Usually, it might even be 5, but 50?
I'd go for that because I love being outside. I love adventures.
Right.
Like to go hiking. Like to go, I love all that outdoor kind of stuff.
I mean, there's beautiful national parks around here, but think about going to Alaska or going to, parts of California you've never been to, or Texas or wherever, and seeing things you've never been part of before.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Wow. We need to plan our vacations at the same time, get the families out.
That would be fun.
Wouldn't it, though?
Rob and Liz on the road? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There's a petition out, and they want Geordie LaForge to host Jeopardy.
Geordie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's strange.
That's the Star Trek guy, right? The character,
yeah.
LeVar Burton.
LeVar, okay.
Reading Rainbow, some people might know him for, or
sure.
Star Trek fans, they'll know him for Geordie.
I didn't know if they wanted Geordie with a banana clip over his eyes or what.
Right? He's a really good host.
Yeah.
And so there are people, even though Aaron Rodgers, a lot of people said, did a great job with Jeopardy as he filled in. Yeah, Liz wasn't a big fan.
Not really.
Well, hey, listen, when you're trying to fill the shoes of a guy that
Very
was
difficult.
a legend,
Yeah.
you can't compare.
It's hard.
That's really unfair.
Well, it kind of is, because you almost set somebody up for failure, just because, and not intentionally, but because they're there after the greatest guy to ever host Jeopardy, obviously.
Well, he made it his own.
Yeah, he's synonymous with
After
it.
all those many years, Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
Well, now that he's not with us anymore, Jeopardy is still living on. And so Aaron Rodgers filled in for a couple of weeks as a guest host. And some people were like, you know what? He did a good job. As Liz so heartily agrees.
No, I'm so
That
sorry.
the quarterback for a football team did a pretty good job. Now, some people are like, who'd be great is LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow and Star Trek.
Yeah, I think he has that very personable, personality that would be warm and inviting and not too silly like Alex Trebek was not. So I think he'd do a good job.
So there is a petition out. And there's hundreds of thousands of people who signed the petition. And I don't even think he's trying for the job. They just want to make him the next host.
Well, if somebody would sign a petition to get you your dream job, I think you'd be all behind it. Maybe.
How do you know that's his dream job?
How could it
You
not be?
sound like you're guessing at this.
How could it not be his dream job?
How could it be his dream job?
What's he hosting right now?
What if he I don't know.
Okay, I think it's his dream job.
Wait. I think he's doing something like on the Animal Planet.
Oh, I didn't
Or
know
the
that.
History Channel or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I just saw his name come across one of the apps that I have.
Okay, well, I just think if somebody wants you to host Jeopardy and people are signing a petition, that would probably be okay
But
with
what
you.
if you don't like the show? There are people who don't like the show.
Who doesn't like Jeopardy? Uh-oh, I had two hands up in the room. Uh-oh.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
If there's anybody on point with makeup and can give you makeup tips if you want makeup tips, it would be Liz Riles. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
Not necessarily technique, but I love makeup. There's been Friends palettes, there's been Baby Yoda palettes, there's been Peeps palettes, and the girls know what I'm talking about. You know what a palette is?
Painting.
Sort of. We paint your face up with the makeup.
That's what I thought makeup was.
Yeah.
Is you paint your face.
Well, sort of a little
Liz
bit.
is usually on point with her makeup,
Yeah,
so
I
don't know why you don't think you can do technique and stuff.
I can't do wings. I try to do the little eyeliner wing, and I can't do that. And I've never it looks a mess.
She just lost me completely.
That's all right. But anyway, so you remember I was talking about Chipotle makeup. Now there's Reese's palettes.
Peanut butter cup?
Reese's peanut butter cup.
For real?
Yeah, like the chocolate, and they do a white chocolate version.
You want to look like a Reese's peanut butter cup? People will do that?
I don't understand it myself, but I did look at the palettes, and I like some of the colors. I wish they would take them all and smush them into one, the white chocolate and the regular chocolate.
So you do this?
I wouldn't have based on Reese's. Like, the Reese's thing does not make me want a makeup palette. But I do like the colors. There's a lot of sparkles in there, and that makes me happy. So
you want to look like the color of chocolate peanut butter cups?
I don't know, because there's a bright yellow, which is more like the packaging.
What's it smell like?
Reese's
I'm sorry. What does it smell like?
It smells like chocolate. This is
that
is weird.
That's sin.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
weird.
I mean,
I don't know if I'd go so far as to say
that
sin.
to walk around and smell like that, and then I want to eat a Reese's peanut butter cup if I smell that all day long on me, and I don't wear makeup.
Well, if it's a pleasant smell, maybe,
you call that a pleasant smell?
I'm saying
I love the aroma
of
Reese's peanut butter cups all smeared on my face. Might as well just get a peanut butter cup and smear it on your face.
Okay.
Why not even,
His morning crew.
We almost made it to the weekend. His morning crew with Rob and Liz, his radio.
I cannot believe Pat Sajak actually did this.
What'd he do?
He shouldn't have, but he did it on the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, I don't.
It was horrible. So it's a fray. If you're familiar with the Wheel of Fortune game, they have a bonus round, and in this bonus round, they're picking the letters, and the guy's got T and E on the first line.
Okay.
On the second line of the phrase, R, and then he gets the vowel A.
Okay.
N and L are on the second line. And it's really tough. They're not having a hard time figuring it out. It's time to go to, to a break and all this other stuff. And then listen close to Pat Sajak. Here's what he says.
Yikes. Well, I'd rather be standing here than there, frankly.
He did something he should not have done there.
What did he do? Because I didn't hear it. What did he?
You didn't hear?
I mean, I listened to what he said, but I don't hear anything bad.
So Vanna chimes in after that whole bonus round thing.
Okay, all right.
And here's what Vanna is, she calls him to the carpet.
Does she?
Vanna calls Pat Sajak to the carpet on the Wheel of Fortune.
Bad?
It was that bad.
Did you hear what you said?
I did, right after I said it. I wonder how many people at home caught it, but in setting up the thing, there weren't many letters up there, and I said, I'd rather be here than there, quite frankly, which was the puzzle. But it goes to show you that people are concentrating and not paying any attention to me.
He said the answer.
Did the guy get it, I wonder?
Quite frankly, was the answer. The guy, Pat Sajak, said the answer. Pat!
Well,
how many years you been doing this show?
Guy should have paid attention. He would have won a car or something.
He would have.
Wow.
But Pat's right. I mean, the guy was so zoned in on what the puzzle was, he didn't even hear that the answer was given, and it was a mistake.
Sure.
I don't think he's going.
He was trying to.
No, that's a phrase. Quite frankly.
Is it quite frankly?
It is quite frankly.